Hey everyone, welcome back to Pete's Quarter Life Crisis. Just a really quick video today. It's kind of a preview. I haven't had time to do it yet, but I've got 21 pounds of wheat pennies. I think they were the 40s and 50s, but maybe they're earlier. Like some of them are BU, some of them are, circulated. So we're gonna go through them. 21 pounds. It's heavy. I forget what the count of pennies is in there. I'm building up a collection of like state quarters directly from the mint, so we might be going through that once I get some more of that. And since this is just a preview, I thought I'd toss in something else. We're going to go through a couple of coins that I've personally bought over the last couple days that I'd like to show you, so hang on. Alright, so the first thing I have for you are 3 Mexican 8 reals, and it's something I've been collecting over the last year. I still have 11 in to be graded at PCGS, and the thing that I do know about 8 reals are they come back cleaned far too often. There's not a lot of 8 reals out there. I mean, there's millions minted, and it was a wide range of years from the early 1800s to 1897, I think it is. And I don't know, they just come back clean too much, and a lot of these aren't really even cleaned. It's just the way that the planchet was. So I think at some time in the future they're going to regrade these things properly. So I'm kind of, if I see some cleaned Unk details 8 reals that I like, I'm kind of gonna get them, because I got these at pretty good price from Ben the Coin Geek. If you watch him online, I bought them off of his eBay channel. This is the most plain one. It's kind of a boring, just blast white. The other ones are pretty cool. They have a really nice color to them, especially the back. But these ones, this one and the next one I'm going to show you are basically almost proof-like in their fields. This one has some really cool greenish blue coloring to it that I really liked. I'm so happy I bought these. I mean, look at that coloring. And honestly, like, coming back cleaned, I don't see it. You can see kind of fine lines, but they go underneath the wings, basically. So it's not that somebody cleaned it, it's just the way that the planchet was when it was rolled or created. So I think that these are vastly underpriced. This is the last of the 8 reals. Let's get it to focus. There we go. This one's similar to the last one. It's got a kind of a proof-like appearance, and very interesting greenish blue toning on the reverse. And again, it doesn't, to me, I've looked at this up close with the microscope, it does not look cleaned. So, but either way, it goes into the collection, and I'm going to hold on to it because I like these 8 reals. Alright, so this next one is pretty interesting. On the front face you have this 1852 large cent, braided cent, which is, on its own not that interesting. You can see the Liberty on the headband, but when you reverse it, it's got intricate carving on it, so it's kind of a more intricate version of a love token. And did a little bit of research on it. It's basically Freemason related. I think it's probably a token that they made somebody when they either retired from the Freemason, I forget what they're called, branch. So this one in particular up here is George H. Harris, and the year from Lodge number 62, and April 20th, 26, 1900. So it's kind of interesting. So here it is, it's SHTWSSTK. So what that stands for is Hiram, the widow's son, sent to King Solomon, or alternatively, Hiram, Tyrion, widow's son, sendeth to King Solomon. It's a saying for the Freemasons. And then it has some imagery in the middle with the moon and the stars, and evidently it's kind of like they use them to describe God, and then the sun is obeying rules, something like that. So I just found it interesting. It's just a more intricate love more intricate version of a love token on the reverse of a braided cent. So I found that pretty cool. Alright, so the last coin I have to show you is actually a restrike of this 1861 Confederate States of America. There was only a handful of these ever created and released to the public, and as the story goes, the person that was responsible for creating the dies minted 6 or 7 test ones, and they never saw the light of day, because if anybody got caught with Confederate things, they were basically sentenced to death. So, you know, he hid the dies, hid the coins, but about 10 years later, as the story goes, he went into a bar or something, into a pub, and paid for a pint of beer with one of these, or a couple of these coins, and the person that got the coins for the beer realized that it was not a coin that they recognized, and they passed it along. So that's how only about 6 or 7 of these true strikes exist, and they go for like $500,000 a piece. Anyway, there was a couple of restrikes of this, and this one happened in what was it, 1971, I think it was, or 1961, I forget. So these were done with Bashlow. He acquired the dies and restruck them. So the dies were actually defaced, so they couldn't be used again, but they still copied the dies and minted something like 20,000 of these, or in different metals. So I don't know, I found it pretty interesting. It's not a true coin, but it's got a very interesting story to it, and a unique look with it being struck with a defaced die. So hopefully you enjoyed this short little video, and that 21 pounds of wheat cent video will be coming out sometime soon. Thanks for watching.